Hi guys, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Sylvie. I finally got my hands on the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and Concealer, and I'm really excited to share with you guys, especially for the medium olive complexions, because I haven't found a lot of reviews for this foundation on medium to deeper complexions. So I hope this video is going to be really helpful for you guys. So I'm going to quickly take you guys through all the information on these products. This foundation retails for $82 Canadian for a 30 ml bottle. I was not going to pay $82, so I got myself the mini size, which is $58 and 18 mils of product, which is still a pretty good amount. So this is what the mini looks like. It's a pretty good size. It's not like tiny or anything. There are 40 shades for this foundation for the original size, and in the mini you can get 23 shades, which is actually pretty good for the mini, but the depth only goes up to, I believe, shade number 9, which kind of sucks. The shade that I got was the number 6 medium olive. I did a lot of research to make sure that I picked up the right shade, and I got really lucky because I found an amazing YouTuber online. Her name is Rashi Ramalho, and she did an amazing review video for medium brown complexions on this foundation. And actually you want to go and look at all her review videos because they're so helpful. She does comparison swatches to a lot of other different brands of foundations and concealers, and you get to compare the shades. So her video really helped me to pick out the shade that I thought was going to be perfect for me. And then I've also been waiting a really long time to get the Luminous Silk concealer. I was looking around for like a really good quality concealer, and a lot of makeup artists that I love recommend this one and rave about it, and I just couldn't wait to get my hands on it. So this is a concealer. It's a really cute bottle, and I love how the packaging is so similar to the foundation bottle. The shade I got for this one, and this was harder to choose online, and there weren't really a lot of reference videos, and the swatches that the brands do are not always in the best lighting, so you can't see the true color to it. I thought about getting the number 6 in the concealer, but this was before I got the foundation, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be too dark for my skin, and I was really looking for something that was going to be slightly brightening and concealing and correcting at the same time. So I thought the best shade to go for would be the 5.75, which is light to medium with a golden undertone. So this is the concealer shade. It definitely ended up being a little bit lighter than what I wanted and expected. When I've tried it on with or without color correcting, it worked pretty okay. I feel like if you have very dark circles or hyperpigmentation, you definitely would have to color correct really well before you use this shade. And then that is the foundation shade in comparison. It's definitely a huge jump in the shade, so I feel like the next shade up for the concealer, which is the number 6 as well, would be pretty complementary to that one. So the foundation claims to be oil-free with a medium coverage and a natural finish. It's supposed to be long-lasting and blurring. It is a makeup artist's favorite. You see it on the red carpet, to shoots, and every time I see this foundation on someone, their skin always looks so angelic. I forgot to let you guys know about the concealer. It is $54 for 12 mils of product, and there are 20 shades. The concealer is supposed to be medium coverage with a natural to radiant finish. I don't have a lot more to let you guys know about these products. I just want to go ahead into the demo and you can see how the products perform there. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and prepped my skin with moisturizer and color corrected around my mouth and my eyes. So I'm going to go in with 1 pump of this foundation and see how that goes. So that's what the 1 pump looks like. It's pretty fluid. I'm just taking my e.l.f. foundation blurring brush. So I like to always just go in and do these like thin stripes along the face. That's the shade compared to my neck. I feel like it's a really good match. Like if you can see from the shade here compared to my neck, it's very close. So I'm pretty happy with that. Just gonna continue to pat that on. And anywhere that I've color corrected, I always just pat on the product because I don't want to move anything underneath. So it's blended very easily. So I've used up most of that 1 pump. So I'm just gonna do like a 1/3 of a pump here and finish off my forehead. I don't like to go in with a lot of foundation on my forehead ever. I just don't feel like it needs it. And don't forget your jawline. So normally I feel like I have to bring my foundation down really far, but this is such a perfect match for my skin that I don't really have to do much to my neck. So that's 1 layer on, and that was about 1 1/3 pumps. Just with the brush alone, it has done a really amazing job of evening out my skin. It's pretty blurring and perfected, but I always like to go and smooth everything out with a sponge afterwards, just to make sure there's no brush strokes or anything. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. So on the camera, I love how my skin looks. It looks so flawless and blurred and perfected. It doesn't look like I have much of a foundation texture on my face. And even looking in the mirror, it looks almost undetectable on the skin, but at the same time, it's like blurred and perfected. So to me, this does do exactly what it says. The brightness of the lights make it look much glowier than it actually is. It's actually a really beautiful natural satin finish. It does have a little bit of a glow to it, but it's not overly glowy. Honestly, so far, the finish of this is exactly what I like in a foundation, which is like satin natural, but a little bit glowy, but not too much. And this has done just that. Now I do want to go ahead and build this up a little bit just to see if we can get a bit more coverage out of this. On camera, it doesn't look like much going on, but it is adding coverage. And I know on my skin that coverage builds up really quickly, so I don't want to go overboard. Don't ever forget the ears. Okay, so that built up really nicely. I would consider this a really solid medium coverage. For me personally, this is as much as I would ever go, even if I was going out at nighttime. But this to me is the perfect level of coverage. Everything is evened out. You can't see any imperfections. The skin doesn't look cakey and makeup-y. Okay, so here is a close-up of the skin. What do you guys think? To me, this is like the most perfected natural looking skin. So I'm going to go ahead with the concealer now. I'm going to let this sit for 30 seconds because this concealer is pretty fluid, and because I like to use a sponge with it, I just want to make sure that it doesn't soak up as much of the product. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. I had to turn the lights down a little bit because this concealer is actually pretty luminous. So it was reflecting a lot of the light and causing a glare. The concealer blended amazingly. It blended really easily. It is very sheer and fluid. I would say it's a very light coverage concealer. So if you're someone who likes to build up coverage very easily and quickly, I don't think you're gonna like this concealer. I personally love very lightweight concealers. So this shade works amazingly with the foundation. For me personally, it is slightly a little bit lighter than what I normally like. I do like something that's pretty close to my skin tone, so I don't have to add too much color correcting underneath. This shade of concealer with the color corrector underneath looks perfect with the foundation. I do wish I had picked up the next shade up, which is also the number 6. So once I'm done this shade, I will replace it with the next one up. But I know that most of us with medium brown skin tones do prefer to color correct. So with my normal routine, which is like my non-rushed mom routine, I would definitely use a color corrector always, and these shades are perfect for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and then check in with you guys in a moment. Okay guys, so I'm back and this is the finished makeup look. I don't want to just say I'm blown away. I mean, I am. I've been around makeup artists and following different makeup artists and makeup gurus for years, and I know that this foundation has been such a staple in everybody's kit and collection. I mean, I didn't expect anything less. Sorry, I just can't stop staring at my skin. But all the photos of the celebrities and the models you see with this foundation on and their skin looking so perfect, I guess I am a little bit shocked by how true to its claims it has performed. I don't know if I should jump the gun on this claim, but this is the most perfect foundation and skin and makeup look I have ever had. It looks like a weightless filter. It's like a balance of everything good. It's natural but not too natural. It's glowy but not too glowy. It's filtered but not fake looking. And again, the lights reflect a lot more luminosity and glow than I can see in real life. Also, I think I went a little bit overboard with my highlighter here. So here's what it looks like with the lights turned down. I mean, you can still see my highlighter, but it's just such a natural, youthful, healthy finish, but perfect. The concealer is lovely. I think it is the most glowy concealer that I've ever had. Like, even when I sat down in front of the camera to start showing you guys the finished look, I realized that it was reflecting so much light that I had to add a lot more powder just to bring that down. And that's fine with me because I normally have very dry and dull skin. So I love the extra glow. I think it's very youthful. I think that based on the textures of foundations I'm used to, I have a feeling that this foundation would look great on everybody with any skin type, texture, whether you're dry or oily or combination. If you have mature skin, you just want to go ahead and prep your skin according to what product you're using. So if you have oily skin, use a mattifying primer. If you have dry skin, use a glowy primer or a very hydrating base. Before I finish off, I have one more Armani product here. With everything that I ordered, I was also able to pick up this Armani Lip Power sample card. There's Selfless, which is this top one. It's like a lovely nude pink. The 400, which is a really beautiful red. And this one here called Flirt, which is like a brownie mauve almost. I think I'm gonna go for Flirt, and I might use a little bit of this pink one in the middle. So this one is Flirt, this one is Selfless, and this one is the 400. They even provided a tiny little lip brush. I already have lip liner on, so it's just a nude pink, and I contoured with a deeper brown. It's a really nice color. So that's the shade. It's really pretty. It's not something that I would normally wear, and I think I would pair it with a different blush, but I do want to just add a little bit of that pink on top. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's still a little bit more neutral than the rest of the tones that I use on my face. I wouldn't normally go for this undertone of a pink. And yeah, if I was, I would pair it with something else. But it's really, really creamy and comfortable. So I really do like the formula. I am going to tone it down with my blush trick, where I put the blush that I use on my face on my lips as well. That definitely helped mute down the tone of that lipstick. And that is the completed final look. I really can't stop looking at the camera here because my skin looks so perfect. I feel like I need to go out tonight, but I'm just gonna be staying home with my kid. So here's the final look. Very, very perfected, flawless red carpet skin. So thank you guys for sticking around and watching this review. I hope it was helpful for you. If you have any questions, do leave them down below in the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Talk to you guys later. Bye.